Hello everybody, it's Squid with Rainbow. I'm going to be doing a review, disassembly, reassembly guide of the Airsoft Innovations Impact Tornado. To start off with, I prefer this grenade over the timed grenade just because with the timed grenade I found out that it wasn't very reliable. I pull the pin and depending on the temperature of the day, it would go off either in my hand or 15 seconds after it was supposed to go off. So very unfortunate that it didn't work out, but ever since I got this one, I've never looked back. This thing fires when it's supposed to. It goes off the second it hits something, which makes things a lot easier when using this in the game. Tornado comes with the Tornado and some silicone oil that they give you. They recommend that you lube it up after using it twice, so every 2 times you use it, give it a couple drops. And I'll show you where to do that. I don't do it after every 2 times. The way I usually do it is after every day of play, so like 5 to 7 times. And it seems to be working out pretty well for me. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is unscrew the bottom part. The little cap comes off. Every time I unscrew anything, I'm going to look at the O-ring, make sure that's intact, there's no cracks or it's not off the groove. Then I'm going to go ahead and unscrew the top cap. I hold it upside down because there are little pieces that could fall out and you don't want to lose those because that would be very, very bad. Okay, so then once you have the top cap unscrewed, you can go ahead and dump out all the little pieces so you know where they all are. Okay, pull the pin out, top cap is done. Once you have both caps off, you can go ahead and just push on the bottom part where you fill the gas up, push that all the way out. And that should pop out just like this. Okay, just pull the middle section off, and then you have the case. Alright, so then what I do is after every day of use, I go ahead and take silicone oil, and it says give 2 drops, I do 3 for good measure. I like to keep this thing as lubed as possible, that's what she said. I already lubed it up from a previous take, so I'm just going to go ahead and mimic what I do. I do 3 drops, I do 3 all around the side. I do 1, 2, and 3, and then I just set it down and let gravity take care of the rest. I let the oil kind of start to make its way down the case or the sides. While that's happening, I just go ahead and look at my O-rings on the inner piece or the inside piece, make sure those are all intact and not coming off of the grooves. This one looks fine. I'm going to take a look at all the other pieces, make sure there's no dirt or grass or particles or anything inside of it. Once the oil is kind of settled down a little bit, you can go ahead and take the inner piece. The way to remember how to put this together is if you look on Tornado on the side, the T is the top portion, so you can level it like that. And if you look on your the inner piece, where you put the gas is the bottom part. So put it in like that and just push all the way down. So once that's done, I take a look at the threads and make sure they're clean. Make sure there's nothing in them, no dirt or particles or anything, and mine look pretty good. And you go ahead and put the bottom cap on, like that, and then start putting your pieces back together. I like to give these guys, the inner firing pieces, a little spray of silicone oil, just because I like everything to be nice and slippery. Nothing too much, just a little dash, and then maybe pat it down with a towel or something so it's not excessive. But I just like to keep these things as clean as possible. So then the way you put this back together is you put the thick cylinder on the bottom. You put the half circle on next. Like that. You put the disc or the cylinder, or the disc or the washer on after that. And then finally the thin cylinder goes on right there. And then I just put this back together upside down. I like to put a little bit of silicone oil inside the BB chambers. The reason is because the gas comes from behind the BBs. The cleaner that it is inside there, the less problems you're going to have. In closing, I'll say this is the best grenade I've owned. I prefer it over the little rubber balls or whatever people use. They throw it into a bunker and everyone's magically supposed to be dead within a 10-foot radius. I recommend getting one. It's a little costly, it's $100, but it's definitely worth the money. I'm actually considering getting a second one just because you can never have too many of these things. So that's my review. Hope you liked it. Go ahead and leave comments. If you have one, tell us your experiences with it. Here's a couple clips of us using them in the field.